Hello everybody. Today we're going to talk about complex sentences in IELTS writing. We will explore the importance of using complex sentences in your IELTS writing, understanding what complex sentences are, what are dependent and independent clauses which make complex sentences, provide examples, and also discuss a crucial warning about their careful usage. Okay, so why complex sentences matter in IELTS writing? Let's check out official writing criteria. This clearly highlights the significance of using a variety of sentence structures, and complex sentences play a crucial role in showcasing your language proficiency. So this follows that the examiner will be looking for the types of structures you're using in writing tasks and how good is your control in it. So what exactly are complex sentences? For this, we need to understand the types of clauses, dependent and independent clauses. Well, in simple terms, a complex sentence is formed by combining an independent clause, which means a complete thought, with one or more dependent clauses, which are incomplete thoughts. This combination creates a sentence with more depth and complexity. So let us first look at a dependent clause. A dependent clause is a group of words that contains a subject and a verb but does not express a complete thought. It relies on independent clause to form a complete sentence. Dependent clauses often begin with subordinating conjunctions such as because, although, since, when, if, or while, etc. Now let's have a look at an example. I didn't go to the store because it was raining. In this sentence, if we look at this first part, I didn't go to the store, this is giving a complete sense. But the second part, because it was raining, it's a dependent clause. If we speak this dependent clause without the presence of independent clause, this will give incomplete sense. Let's say just focus this part, because it was raining. Because it was raining clearly is giving a cause, but cause of what? That is present in independent clause. So without the help of independent clause, it is difficult to understand what dependent clause means. So when combined, they form a complete sentence. I didn't go to the store because it was raining. So what is an independent clause? An independent clause is a sentence or a clause that gives complete sense, that gives complete meaning. It gives a complete thought. Unlike dependent clause, an independent clause can stand alone as a sentence. It expresses a complete thought and does not rely on any other part of the sentence to give it meaning. For example, she was riding a horse, he was working in the office, I'm learning English language at the moment. When combined with other dependent clauses, independent clause will make it a complex sentence. Let us look at more examples. Although it was raining, she decided to go for a walk. Now, although it was raining is a dependent clause. She decided to go for a walk is independent clause. Now I'm going to show you a paragraph which I've taken from an IELTS essay, a sample answer. I'm going to show you how complex sentences are adding flow to the meaning, adding flow to the ideas that you want to convey. Look at this. Individual activities like tennis and swimming have advantages too. In this sentence, the individual activities have advantages too is an independent clause, but this one, like tennis and swimming, is a dependent clause. Look at the next sentence. When a person participates in an individual sport, they typically have more opportunity to develop their soft skills, such as stress management, emotion control, and confidence and self-esteem. In the second sentence, when a person participates in an individual sport, this is a dependent clause. They typically have more opportunity to develop their soft skills. This is an independent clause and can stand on its own. And the last one is an example in the same sentence, such as stress management, emotion control, confidence, and self-esteem. It's another dependent clause. So this particular sentence has two dependent clauses and one independent clause. So if you read it together, you see how the flow is being created. For example, individual activities like tennis and swimming have advantages too. When a person participates in an individual sport, they typically have more opportunity to develop their soft skills such as stress management, emotion control, and confidence and self-esteem. Now, a word of caution. If you're using a lot of complex sentences but at the same time you're making mistakes, it's useless because you're losing marks. It is better to stick to the sentences that you find easier to write and that you can write error-free. So overusing them and incorrectly using them is instead of going to take your marks away rather than giving you marks. So moderation is the key. Thank you very much for watching this video. Best of luck for your preparation. Goodbye.